Boys, girls, everybody, we've got new Remembrance Trailblazer on the come up. If you don't know, HSR 3.0, we are getting a new MC very soon. And we're talking about the kit today, what they got going on, what the potential strength levels look like, and all of that. Without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm Gib. If you enjoy this, make sure to sub up. HSR ZZ content right now. Big juice, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get into it. So we've got a new Stride the Path here. If you don't know, the Remembrance MC is going to be of the ice element. Pretty fitting, as we thought Remembrance was only going to be ice related when we first got it. But now we have like Aglia coming out and she's lightning, so, you know, kind of crazy. They have this very nice artwork here they got going on, you know. We got the Stell artwork, you know, and then we've got the Kalis artwork, you know, gotta have both of them. My go Kalis, holy. So first and foremost here, memo sprites. What are they? What do they do? What are they about? So memo sprites is literally just the name of the summons that characters have. Memo sprites are companions summoned by memo masters with special abilities to fight alongside the team's characters. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like Pokemon. They could say Pokemon are companions summoned by Pokemon Masters. Anyways, with special abilities to fight alongside the team's characters. Pretty big. They have unique Memo Sprite skills and Memo Sprite talents and take independent turns in battle to use their abilities. They can trigger special effects when they appear and disappear. Additionally, they can be targeted by both ally abilities and enemy attacks. So they actually count as like a 5th, a 6th, 7th character on top of your base characters that you have in the game. Additionally, they can be targeted. I read that. When they attack or get hit, they regenerate ultimate energy for their masters. Pretty big. That means Remembrance characters get their ultimate twice as fast. But if we're gonna be honest here, they probably get it twice as fast because it's gonna cost twice as much. If I was to do a little bit of thinking here, dreaming here, the Remembrance MC may have a ult amount around 160, you know? Just throwing that number out there. I don't know why, but, you know, they may have an ultimate number around there. Anyways, Memo Sprites have their own stats, which can be viewed in real-time combat view character details view Memo Sprite. So they're going to have their own little talent menu and everything as well. In the character traits system, you can level up Memo Sprite skills and talents independent of your character. The total materials needed for both Master and Sprite equals one regular character. So it's going to cost half and half. So, for example, when I'm leveling up my MC normally, I don't know where my Kalis is at, here you go. You know, you have like all their traces you have to level up here. Instead of these being 2 costs, it's probably going to be 1 and so on. Instead of this being 11, it's probably going to cost 7, 6, something around there. Who knows how they're going to divide the odd numbers, but you get the idea. Maybe 1 will be 6, 1 will be 7. Who knows? Who knows? Or 5 and 6? I can't count. I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways. Each Member Sprite has their own unique personality and abilities. Stay tuned for more amazing Member Sprites coming your way. Big. Thank you, Hoyo. Okay, let's get into the juice, though. What you actually care about. So this is what their basic attack animation is looking like. You know, nothing too crazy. Very simple. I think you're rarely going to be seeing this, honestly. We have the skill here. Your skill is what actually summons your Member Sprite onto the field here. Also, I'm not going to lie. Something about Kalis' animation looks so zesty. It's funny. Look. Why bro kid it up like that? I sorry got interrupted there, but we're talking about the Remembrance MC skill here. So their skill is going to summon their Memo Sprite. Our other Remembrance character coming out, their skill is also very similar to this as well. Keep that in mind. And if they're already on the field, it's going to be a heal for your summon, and it is also going to grant them charge. If I had to guess, probably going to be around 10% charge. Just guessing though. If we're just, you know, we're just guessing. Anyways. Also, creator server videos are going to be coming out in like a day. So I'm getting ahead of the game. Just letting you know. You know, watch my guy Brax. You know, Brax, Pokey, they're all going to have that, you know, early access junk. Anyways, next thing we have here is a prompto on who our Memo Sprite is, which is our talent. Almighty Companion. It's this cute little fairy gremlin thing. I don't know what it is. But she is going to have a fixed initial speed and max HP equal to a certain percentage of the Trailblazer's HP. So she gets a percentage of our HP, and that's going to be hers because she's going to be on the field, separate from us. Mem gains a charge whenever all allies regenerate a certain amount of energy. Now, what would this energy amount be? Not available. Not available, but she's going to regenerate some energy, okay? Next we got going on here, we have the memosprite skill. So this is going to be what the memosprite has as their attacks and their moveset. Also, this looks sick. Baddies trouble reminds me of Lumi from WoW. She deals ice damage several times. Each time dealing ice damage to a random enemy, deals ice damage to all enemies at the end. So it's going to bounce for its first instance of damage, and then at the end, it's going to do a full instance of damage. And from what I've seen, this has a decent scaling. Pretty decent, you know? Somewhere around the 300% area, That's just me though, Then we have Let Me Help You, which advances the action of one designated ally by 100% Elemento. What? 100% AV, we get a free Branya. And grants them Mem support lasting for several turns. For every one instance of damage dealt by the target that has Mem support, additionally deals one instance of true damage. Now, what is true damage, you may ask? True damage is a non-type damage that is not affected by any effects. This damage is not considered as using one attack. Big juice. So this ignores everything on the enemy you're attacking. Electric resistance, pyro resistance, fire resistance, ice resistance, imaginary resistance, it don't matter. True damage, boom, full ignore. Now that is crazy. All right, so next thing we have for memosprite talent here is she is going to be able to give your allies all crit damage. And if her charge hasn't reached 100% yet, she's automatically going to use Baddie's Trouble. And if you don't remember what Baddie's Trouble is, it's her skill. So she has an auto attack that she will do on top of the fact that she's giving crit damage to your whole team. Remembrance MC is looking pretty crazy. Definitely the most cracked MC for sure. When the charge reaches 100%, Mem immediately takes action and can select one ally unit to use Let Me Help You in the next action. So if they have this, they are going to give a free AV action forward and they give crit damage. Is Remembrance MC just power creep Bronya for free? Bronya's kind of finished. Bronya's kind of cooked for this. Anyways, when Mem is summoned, immediately gains a certain number of charges. I'm going to go ahead and say half of the charges here. And no regrets, when Mem disappears, the Trailblazer action is advanced. This is the same thing as Dance's Dance, except for one character for your Trailblazer. Pretty solid there. Then we have the memosprite talent. Friends, I just clicked on that. We have the ultimate, which has a sick animation. This animation is fire. Look at that. Holy mega memosprite. Boom! Mega power mode. Hits him with the paw slam. Also, the frames on that is crazy. Look at that. That animation is insane. This gotta have crazy sound effects, by the way. It's so cool, too, that it has the paw on the floor. Look at that. Like, you can see the paw outline with the flames. They cooked with that. Anyways, what this will do is it is going to summon memosprite Mem to take action. It's going to give her charge, and it's going to deal damage to all enemies on the field. And let me tell you that there is a C6. There is a C6 that makes this insane, by the way. There is a C6 that makes this absolutely insane because 100% critical rates. Imagine not being able to miss this bad boy. All I'm saying, imagine not being able to miss this bad boy. And I think I forgot to address this at the start. We are going to be getting C6 way easier than we got C6 of the Harmony Trailblazer, because we are going to get this C6 after doing the Amphorius Trailblaze mission. And it's going to give us Shadow of Remembrance X6 to insta-go to E6 on our Remembrance Trailblazer here. Way better than doing that Clocky Tower junk. I'm assuming this is no Clocky Tower. We don't know what this is yet. But I'm assuming this is just you do the MSQ, you get the rewards. Surely. Anyways, other stuff here. So we were at the ultimate. This is showing the ultimate for both characters. If you want to see Kalis, I just showed Stell. We showed Kalis as well, you know. Show my goat Kalis. Bam, look at that. Man's got this summon. Arise! And then you slam him down with the paw. The technique for the Remembrance Trailblazer, memories back as echoes. After using technique, creates a special dimension that lasts for a certain number of seconds. Enemies within the special dimension are placed in a time stop state, halting all their actions. After entering battle against enemies afflicted with time stop, delays the action of all enemies and deals ice damage to someone. That sounds like Ron May. That sounds like Ron May. And this is a dimension effect, so, you know, it won't overlap with something like a Welt, you know, a Himiko, I don't think Himiko's count, actually. Welt's is the first character that came to mind. You know, people that have dimensions on the floor, they can't have multiple dimensions. So you use this Remembrance MC, it's going to take up your dimension that you can have on the field. Pretty nice, okay? And lastly, we have this very sick path swap animation. Similar to what we have for March 7th in the game right now. You know, March has her own exclusive swapping animation, which is pretty cool, you know. So we're going to have something similar to this in-game, which is pretty cool. I was wondering if they were going to do this for MC. I was like, no way they designed this whole thing and it's only for March. That'd be kind of crazy. This goes hard, though. I forgot how hard that goes. But yeah, so we are going to have a path swap similar to that as well. Rip Harmony and Fire Trailblazer. Ain't nobody using those anymore. Ain't nobody using those anymore. And lastly, we have just a review of all of the character traces. These traces are very good, I'm not going to lie. The first one is that Trailblazer gets an action advance. So Trailblazer is their own action advance. They can advance their allies. And the memosprite can also advance the Trailblazer, which can advance the advance. A lot of advance. Kind of crazy. When using Baddie's Trouble, Mem immediately gains charge. So when she uses her skill, it's going to give her a self-charge boost, which is pretty good. And then Magnets and Long Change, when max energy of the allied target that has Mem support exceeds a certain amount, for every certain amount of excess energy, additionally increases the multiplier of the true damage dealt via Mem support up to a max limit. Now, true damage being a new thing, I can't really give you an approximation of what this damage amount looks like, but do know this is going to be doing a good amount of damage here every time you overcap on your energy for that huge true damage booster. And they're obviously going to use the new Remembrance materials. Thief's Instinct is like one of those base materials that you get, and then this is the Fei Zhao weekly boss for in terms of leveling them. Which makes sense, you know, new weekly boss, new materials. That is about it, though. Let me know any questions on Remembrance Trailblazer that you have. I mean, tomorrow, all your questions are going to be answered, though, because that is when people should be releasing their early access videos, you know, with actual gameplay and stuff. Not me, I'm fraud, you know, HSR doesn't know me. Who? Gib who? Who is this guy? Who are you even watching right now? Do you even watch this video? There's this guy in the top left is a ghost. Nobody even knows this guy is. Anyways. That's my review of the Remembrance Trailblazer. I'm letting you know, they're pretty cracked. I'm going to be honest, they're pretty cracked. This is 100% our best MC. Now, Harmony MC, they still have their value, you know. They're pretty good. Super Break, you know. Super Break, you know. But Remembrance MC changed the game. We're going into the Summon meta, boys. So get ready. Pack your bags, because we're leaving Super Break, and we're going to Amphorius. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, March so cute. Good.